The mechanical makeup of the Gulikit NS55 and the K-Silver JS13 Pro sticks have a lot of similarities, and the idea was brought up, could the adjustable parts of the NS55 replace the equivalent parts in the JS13 Pro? The parts of the JS13 Pro that are needed are the base plate, the metal shell, the up-down axis magnet holder. Those are the easy pieces to deal with. I also need the left-right magnet holder. It has to be removed from the top of the shaft. Have to spread the plastic apart just enough to clear the ears on the shaft. The left-right magnet holder, having to be removed and replaced in this way, creates a big problem for the NS55. The dome part of the knob has to be removed from the shaft to install the magnet holder. Here are the JS13 Pro parts that I want to use. Now the parts of the NS55 that have to be used are the plunger, shaft, and the dome base of the knob. Can't tell in this video, but the base plates look identical, so I will use the one from the K-Silver joystick. The magnet holders look very much alike, so this will be interesting. Okay, the JS13 magnet holder will fit on the NS55 shaft, but there is a difference. The ears on the NS55 shaft are smaller than the JS13 ears, so there is some play. Magnet holder won't fall off, so that's good. When it's under spring pressure, I'm not sure how much of that play will be felt. The up-down magnet holder seems to fit fine. Amazing, really, how very similar all the pieces are. I really didn't expect to get this far. Looks like if I get the base plate installed, it stands a good chance of functioning. Just a matter of working the base plate around the metal tabs that hold it in position. The biggest problem with this is the metal tabs like to break, and one of these has. Of course, I didn't unbend the tabs with the thought of ever bending them back into position. Very gentle unbending will help the tab survive, but even with that, about one bend cycle is all you can expect. But the base plate does mount into position, and the joystick works. I can feel a tiny bit of play in the shaft, so while it works, I don't think anyone would like the results. Here is a big problem with trying to do this. The dome portion of the knob is held to the shaft with a small retaining ring. I pried the knob off this shaft, damaging the groove slightly that holds the retaining ring. While I think I can get the ring back into position with a small flat blade screwdriver, removing the retaining ring without damaging the shaft will probably require a specially made tool. I think I got it. Let me see if the adjustable tension still works. Yes, it does. But I can feel a bit of play. Not near as bad as I thought it would be, but enough I would say this is not really usable. Pressing down on the switch feels entirely different. Have to move the knob a lot to activate the switch. Really feels closer to the Z-Sim joystick switch I reviewed a couple of weeks ago. The K-Silver shaft ears will not even fit in the NS55 axis arm. And while I don't think anyone would want to use this kind of modified joystick, it does show how easy it would be for K-Silver to introduce an adjustable tension version. Of course, for the ultimate adjustable tension joystick, it needs to use standard knobs. And I think the shaft here would need to be made out of metal for that to work. To have enough clearance in the center of the shaft for a set screw and the pin of the plunger would make for some very thin walls on the shaft. And that shaft takes quite a bit of abuse. Thank you for watching.